Sorry about that. I gotta continue the other one from part 2. So let's try to get some light in here. So it's my DM number to call is 800-974-0201. Repeat, 800-974-0201. You call him, ask for Isaiah. He's option 1. Hit option 1. Give him my truck number, 52918. I repeat, 52918. Give him my truck number, and instantly he'll know. I mean, I already gave him heads up, like, hey, I got a lot of people I'm requesting to train, but I can't guarantee if you'll be in our fleet, or they might switch you guys up. So that's just all up to him. He's a pretty cool guy to stick with. I mean, if you want to keep running and get your miles, get your hours and money in, I don't know how the rest of the DMs are, but I know how mine is. He's pretty awesome. He keeps me moving. I can't complain. What else can I give as tip? Try to get as much backing as you can. It's up to the trainers now to try to teach you guys how to train. I don't know about most of them with their attitudes. I don't know if some of the trainers are awesome. I don't know if some are lazy and that just when a student gets on the truck, they're back there in the sleeper. But I really rarely get much sleep. Like, I probably get like 5-6 hours of sleep. But if I feel I'm fatigued or anything, trust me, I write my DM a message, like, or after hours, say, hey, I'm gonna be shutting down for at least 2 hours, so I can't go any further. I'm in this rest area, or I'm in this truck stop, and I'm shutting down for 2 hours. That's all I'll probably need, because once I start driving for at least five hours tops, I'll feel my body start shutting down. If I start yarning or I feel myself dozing off once, oh, trust me, I'm in a truck stop or somewhere pulling off. Period. Because that's just a fatigue driving right there. I'm pretty big on it. If I hear the truck going left and right, hey, I'm coming back up here. Let's pull over. Let's try to get you some sleep. Because I don't feel safe with you driving. You might say you're fine, but you're really not. So, like I say, study your apprentice packet. Study those macros. Excuse me. Get you a trip plan. I know I got my GPS, but I rarely depend on my GPS at most time. What I tend to do, I grab my map, grab my GPS, and I check the route that C.R.ENGLAND gives me. Make sure everything is corresponding and it's going exactly the right where it's supposed to go. I gotta go to the office, try to get some more washer fluid again. Because with the snow, all this white stuff is all over the truck. I mean, it's pretty nice that I think they got a truck wash in California and here in Utah. I don't know how there's one not in South Holland or Texas. But I wish they would have one at each terminal. But like I say, with money wise, you got to gross at least. You got to do at least 5,000 miles. 5,000 miles would give you a good amount of $1,700, in which that's not bad as just starting off. But you got to push yourself to the limit. I mean, I'm learning every day, and C.R.ENGLAND is teaching me everything. And when we're doing our trainers conference call, I need to talk to them too, because a few of the students here saying that they're not getting much time to back in, or they're not getting much hours to be actually in the truck to learn how to drive, or to do their back ends, their park ins, their 45 straight line, whatever they call it here. But I was in a third-party school, and if you can't get it, you have 4 weeks. You have 3 weeks. You have 1 week for each activity, and then on your 4th week, you do your test out with a DOT inspector, and then they'll ship you off to to C.R. England and say, all right, you passed everything, congratulations, goodbye. But like I say, it's a lot of people still requesting for me. I can only do so much. And don't put on your application say you smoke when you don't smoke, because it's a lot of people out here that actually smoke, and I don't know if everyone is willing to become a trainer. I mean, I'll strongly suggest you can be a trainer if you have the knowledge and the skills, and they teach you in the classroom to be a trainer. Take the course, be a trainer, help the others out that's new to the industry. I'm new. I'm just 7 months. You think I'm in it forever. I'm just 7 months in, and I'm learning as I'm going along. And C.R.ENGLAND is the best place that I ever learned from. They took a chance with me and everything, sent me to school, got my CDL, I passed my tests, everything. I came here. I appreciate them doing everything for me. I get the chance to meet Ken Hardwood, which is pretty awesome. I haven't ran into Mr. England yet, but I only seen videos. What else? Alright, what time? Oh, this load picks up at 2000 hours. Easy way you can, even though the easy way how I remember my hours by military time is, if it's at 20, you deduct 2. It depends on what number it is. So if it's at 20, 19, 18, 8 o'clock. I actually had pizza for dinner. Pretty good. This is giant pizzas. What can I talk about? I already told everyone what they need to know about. Oh, like I say about training, don't put smoking and you're a smoker and you put that you don't smoke, because it's a lot of people out there putting stuff on their application just because they're trying to get a trainer just so they can get out of here. That ain't gonna work, because once you get on my truck and I find out I smell the smoke on you, period. I'ma smell it. Ain't no way you gonna hide it. You're gonna be craving for a cigarette. I'ma find out. So that being said, don't lie on your application, and then it's gonna come out. Don't lie with that, nothing at all. It's a lot of people that just don't want to train because they say they can't sleep if the truck is moving or something. But I don't mind training at all. I mean, I'm helping somebody else out. They're building up my skills. I let them do all the parking. I let them do the modules, not the modules, the macros. You can't do your modules on the truck. I wouldn't recommend doing the modules on the truck when they say do it on duty for minimum wage. Just go to the school, get it done like I'm doing right now. I just took a little time to have him get all his stuff done. So on his final week, he should have one final week review left and take his test, and that's it. I just got to do one more road review with him, his final road review, and then I can either put him to say yes, I approve him to upgrade, or no, he still needs work on certain stuff, and then I send my final macro, say yes, I approve him to upgrade, and everything is all well with me. Because if the trainer says no and you don't follow directions, you don't listen or any of that, if the trainer write on your application when he fills out that bottom part and you can't upgrade, they're not going to ask you what happened or why your trainer didn't want you to upgrade, or that's it. They're just going to cut their loss with you. You're going to just say bye. Like, oops. next to me, they're smokers. So it's, when I'm coming outside, it's like a lot of them is a smoker, but they have a lot of students that sit there that don't smoke, so it's hard for them to find trainers that don't smoke. So I don't want anyone that comes on my truck that smoke, because I have to use Febreze and all this stuff, and I can't sleep because I keep smelling that cigarette smell and I can't even breathe right. I'm not with it. It's that smell. I can't take it. So I'm gonna cut this short. I'm gonna go over here, call the trailer hotline, try to get a trailer for the load for tonight, and tell them I can't move until midnight, so at least they'll preserve a trailer for me. If they can't find one here in the yard, they'll find one somewhere on my route. And on my way getting there, it's about 20-hour drive, so I'll estimate myself as about 25-hour drive, or 27 hours. Like I say, anytime you're doing your pre-trip and you start adding up how much hours it's going to take you to get there, they ballpark when they send you your Qualcomm messages. They ballpark everything for you to say, okay, it's going to be 20 hours to get there. What I do, I'll give myself enough wiggle time to say, all right, you know, it's going to take you 30 minutes to do, well, 35 minutes for your break, 15 minutes for your pre-trip. It depends on what time zone you're going in, if you're gaining hours or if you're losing hours, plus traffic delay, plus fueling, 15 minutes fueling. So all that stuff adds up into play, where you have to give yourself 5 to 6 hour wiggle time. So by me giving myself 5-6 hour wiggle time, I'll just say my ETA is going to be, it's 20 hours. So say I'll be there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I give myself enough wiggle time, just enough time to play with. So then I'll set my PTA, projected time of availability. So if I'm gonna get there at 10 o'clock, I tell them I'll give the shipper or receiver 2 hours to load or unload me, and then just set my next load for another pickup at least 1 o'clock. If I'm way ahead and they unload me or load me way ahead of time and I'm there way ahead of time, I let them know, hey, I'm way ahead of time, so set my PTA back. So now you can set me for 12 o'clock to pick up another load. Pick up another load, do your trip plan, see how much time you have, see where it's going. You have enough time to go stop, eat something. You have enough time to stop, shower, whatever you got to do, relax. But me, I rather get to the destination first. When I'm about 6-7 hours away, I'll call them, say, hey, driver for C.R.ENGLAND, we have a load. They're asking for your load number or your confirmation number. You give it to them. They say, okay, how far out are you? Well, I'm actually just 3 hours or 6 hours out from you. They're like, all right, come on in. You go on in. If they say no, stick to your appointment time. Just communicate with your DM. Say, hey, boss, hey, ma'am, sir, whoever your DM is, if it's a male or female, I don't know. Let them know, like, this load ain't due till the next 2-3 days. What are you gonna do? Sit on that load for 2-3 days? Not me. Talk to my DM. Hey, see if you can find a recovery to cover this load in 2-3 days. I'll be 2-3 days in the whole nother state already, heading cross country. Easy money. So I gotta keep my windows up because this guy parked beside me smoking. All right, like I said, I gotta go over here, get this trailer, get everything done, get out of here. Stonique Fleet Y5 and F1, I believe. I'm still calling it F1 and Y5. Peace.